Yes, sir, man. Spotlight Wednesday is going down right now. DJ Lalo is in the building. You know what it is. Spotlight Wednesdays where we put the spotlight on influencers within their community. Today we have a special guest. He goes by the name of Al Jones. What's up with my guy?
How you doing, man? Thank you for having me on today. I really appreciate it.
Oh man, you already know, man. I brought my guy on because he does a lot within our community. I want you to just let people know in a brief summary who Al Jones is.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm Al Jones. I'm marketing director of Al Jones Marketing. We're a marketing services that helps businesses reach their marketing goals using strategic marketing. I'm also the manager of membership engagement with the Greater Akron Chamber in the city of Akron. And, my goal there is to just help business owners get the resources they need. So, to put it all in a nutshell, I'm here for business owners, and whether it's getting you the marketing strategies you need or getting you the resources you need, I want to be that resource that you have.
If you could describe yourself in 3 words, how would you describe yourself?
Passionate, dedicated, and hungry.
Definitely. You just how did you get into the business of marketing? How did you start out?
Well, it actually was a start for me at the age of 12. My mother and my father, they both entrepreneurs. And at the age of 12, young, I had to be around my parents. They brought me around. So, tired of just sitting around, I wanted to be engaged and do something. So, they like, well, hey, think of ways to make more money. They was just saying it just to try to shoot me to the side, but I really wanted to show them I could do something. So, my mom had a coordinating business, and my father had a roofing company. So, I was thinking of little ways, little slogans and things like that. So, fast forward a couple years, like 5 years, I'm 17 now. Um, I knew that, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur. So, my parents had a few books, read one of those books, and it made me realize that marketing was one of the most important parts of keeping a business thriving, keeping your business running. So, I took a class, read that book, and got interested in marketing. But never thought about being a marketing consultant. Started my own business. At that time, it was doing clothing. Did the clothing, and things went good, and eventually transferred that into opening up a mobile detailing unit. When I opened up that mobile detailing unit, I had a couple clients, nice size clientele list, and ended up having 6 employees. And one of my clients, he was just like, "Hey, man, it's crazy that you doing our cars. I'm doing high end cars, and he like, you don't have no commercials, no social media, or nothing." So, I told him, well, I put a lot of my attention and time in studying marketing. So, he like, give me an idea or so. Let's see, if you got an idea for me. So, we looked at his business. I said, well, hey, you might be able to be successful if you do this and that. At the time, Groupon was real big. So, I told him
Mhm.
an idea. This guy had 10 franchises throughout the country. So when I
Right.
told him that idea, he came back to me, like I say, a couple weeks later, like, hey, man, I need to meet you. So I met him. He gave me a watch. So I'm thinking, this is a dude that's just trying to get in good because he had 11 cars of his own. So, I'm thinking he trying to get in good with me so, he can keep the service steady. But he was like, no, man, that idea you gave me about my business, he said, I made 30,000 off of that in one day. You should look into becoming a marketing consultant. So, I heard it, but, business was going good in my eyes. I had 6 employees and, I had almost 20 contracts. So, I'm
Right.
thinking things is good, but, then the bailout came in 2008, the auto bailout. So, with me being a mobile unit, a lot of the car lots that I was working at, they were cars like 30 and under, 30 cars and under, to where, they really didn't have a detailed unit, but, I was able to come take care of that for them. Well, when that auto bailout came, it really shut down the used car lots to make it where, the larger car lots can give anybody a car depending on, regardless of what your credit score is. So with that being in play. You know, I lost a lot of clients, and I thought about it like, hey, okay, let me start getting into selling cars. You know, I'm making these guys all this money. Well, I didn't have a proper license and everything else, so I got hit with fines and everything else to where now they messing with my units. So I said, well, let me look into this marketing consultant thing. So I said I'm gonna go back to school because I had a lot of time on my hands and went back to school. Was in school for a while, you know, thinking that I was learning something new, but it was really what I already knew. And got out here and gave it a try, man. You know, set up a marketing consultant, named it Al Jones Marketing. I didn't get no sales at all. I didn't get anything. So, you know, I did my research like, man, I got to find clients. How can I find clients to purchase my marketing service? So after research, I found out, let me have a networking event. So I did a networking event, and that networking event ended up turning into a success where I had over 50 businesses come out on my first event. One of those companies that came out was the Better Business Bureau. They contacted me after that event, like, "Hey, we would like to participate with you at your event, so that we can meet business owners and help them get some resources they might need." So I'm like, "Cool." So with that being in play, now I'm able to help more businesses with the Better Business Bureau. Now I have people in larger positions seeing what I'm capable of doing. That turned into city officials and larger organizations bringing me on board and hiring me for marketing to get the word out, but also wanted to partake with an event. So that turned me into what I consider one of my niches is having a networking events for small business owners.
That's dope. How have your priorities changed from when you first started to now?
You said, say that again.
I said, how have your priorities changed from when you first started to now?
Well, my priorities when I first started was I want to get clients to purchase my marketing, and I want to be that guy that has 1 million clients making $1 million a year or more. But now it's turned into a passion to help others because I seen I was able to receive better blessings and more by doing that. So money is something that's kind of like an afterthought to me from when I started. Now it's like an afterthought, and I just try to perfect my craft and be professional, prompt, and dedicated to what I'm doing. And I know the outcome is going to always come.
True. Knowing what you know now, is there anything you would have did differently from when you first started?
I wouldn't say it's anything that I would have done differently, but I probably would have trusted myself a little bit more. There was a lot of things that could have catapulted a lot earlier and jumped off a lot earlier if I didn't second guess myself. Like, for example, I remember going to an event and a guy was like, who have you done work for? At the time, nobody. They like, why would I work with you? This and that. But at that same event, I had the opportunity to talk to some movers and shakers. But, after talking to a lot of people getting shut down, I never attempted to talk to them. I felt like, let me go back, get my stuff together, and then come back at them with a better resume. But knowing what I know now, I would have took that shot, even though I didn't have a resume, didn't have no clients to produce that I done work for, or any of that. I would have took that shot. And I think it would have, sped up the progress. But, I can't say it's anything I would have done different because it made me who I am now.
Give me an example of how your marketing benefits other people. Like if I was looking for a marketing company, and also, matter of fact, let me scratch that right there. How important is marketing to business? Because a lot of people need to hear this as well. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't do the marketing side of the business. They do the business part, but they slack when it comes to marketing for brands, for their companies, for their businesses, personal businesses. How important is the marketing to a business?
Marketing is very important, and just to get a definition of marketing, like we could get a definition of a lot of things in a business, but marketing is making someone aware of a product or a service you have for sale or you had to offer. So the definition alone lets you know how important it is. If you're not making people aware of it, you can have the greatest product in the world, the greatest service in the world. If no one knows, it's useless. You're not making a dollar, and you're really out there wasting your time.
True. How did you decide to okay? How did you decide to establish your business? Because I heard you say you got into marketing at a very young age, and you know what I mean, it was an idea and everything like that. But once you got into the business of marketing, how did you decide? Okay, this is how Al Jones is going to do it, as opposed to other marketing companies.
I looked at it as I took the marketing approach to my business. I came straight with a marketing approach where I had to market myself first. And I had to market myself to those that were within our reach, within my radius, my demographics. So
Right.
the way I did it was I could have tried to come in as a marketing firm. I could have hired people or brought people on board, work for commission, but I felt it was best for me to utilize the relationships I already had with people and do the work for them, and then let that build my foundation and just steady add on pieces to that building versus trying to be, uh, let's say, strategic marketing LLC, Al Jones Marketing. And what I want to do is work with those, close so that I can actually guide them every step along the way versus me bringing in multiple clients and trying to shuffle in between there when I'm just starting out myself. So I took the personal approach to build a solid foundation.
What does what type of marketing does Al Jones do? First off, for these as far as the businesses or what you do, and what like because there's music marketing, there's business marketing, there's all kinds of different type of marketing. So be specific on what type of marketing Al Jones do.
And that's a good question. You're absolutely right, man. It's over, I want to say 70, 79 different methods of marketing. But what I do is create the strategic marketing plan for each avenue.
So
So
you give
what
instruction.
yeah, so I'm the guy that comes in, and let's say network marketing. You hear a lot of people say that. I've created strategic plans for networking organizations. Music. I've created strategic plans for a music project. Business. I created a strategic marketing plan to help get the business, the clients, increase revenue, increase profit. And by me creating that plan, that's me I'll just start with the foundation, the four P's, and enhancing each P, and that's price, product, place, and promotion. So, for example, let's take speaker leakers. I would write a strategy to increase your place. So right now you're doing a great job. You have the studio, you have the online, you have social media. So let's take it a step further and offer your service to on-site locations for advertisement. Let's take it a step further and say every every Thursday they're going live from the ladies networking organization. Just increase the places of visibility, get more credibility, and help the growth. With the price. Try to increase the price. Your product, use it for more than just what you're using it for. I know you're good at that. You already executed that, but just finding those ways to increase each level, each component, so that you have a strong marketing strategy. And then we might use other companies to implement it. Like, for example, if I'm working with any company, I'm not going to do the promotion and advertisement. That's something I would go to speaker leakers for.
Right.
I'll actually write up the strategy and budget the marketing, control the marketing budget, but I have you guys implement it for me. So if I want to get this word out to 10,000 people, That's what I'll utilize speaker leakers for in promotion and advertisement. I'll get a public relations or a writer to go ahead and write that up for me, giving her the concept of what I want this message to be drawn around. So I'm the marketing, I create the strategic strategy and deliver that to companies. So I work with a lot of companies that might already have a marketing department of 25 to 30 people. I'll just come in with an outside look and create a strategy for them to implement.
Okay. Um, as an entrepreneur, what do you feel like are some of the biggest mistakes first time entrepreneurs make? You know what I mean, when they go into business, and what could they correct?
The biggest mistake that I see a lot of people making is basically I say, not dotting the I's and crossing the T's. A lot of it comes down to making sure you had a proper paperwork and everything in order. For example, the city of Akron could be giving out a $10,000 grant for your company, but one of the requirements is that you have employees. You might have four people working for you, but you saying, "Oh no, I 1099 them and they pay their own taxes," thinking you making you taking a shortcut. When in actuality, you hurting yourself because the city has funds. It's called ARPA, and they have funds to help businesses that are in need of these assistance. But without any employees, you're a sole priority. So technically, you're not really a business. You're more so a hobby that is claiming the money that they're making. But if you were to register your employees the right way, now you're considered a business with four employees, and you're telling them, "Hey, I'm in your QCT, which is the area for the city of Akron, and I'm taking a loss." They have funds set aside to help you, things like that. Also, with the paperwork, for example, you might have a company that's not registered as an S corporation, and they're saying, "Hey, how do I pay myself?" You're not in a position to pay yourself. You want to be in a position to put the car in your name, set your business credit up so that you can build your business credit, put the building in your name. Because we come in, I say we because us as minority business owners, black business owners, we come in with that motivation to just say, "I'm gonna use my hustle and make this work." That's the mistake I see a lot of people making. Business is a game and it has a science to it, just like basketball or football. If you about to start a business, you should be aware that hey, you're a startup business. They'll give you $75,000 right now to operate this business, as long as your paperwork is set up right. You've been in
Right.
business for 2 years. I don't care if you didn't make a dollar, pay your taxes so that when you go to get the loan or you go to get the grant and they ask for the last 2 years of taxes, you can show them that you lost $10,000. You can show them you lost 20,000. But we try to, do a lot of things on our own, just depending on our hustle when, it's really a science to this. So, I encourage everybody to make sure that you dot the I's, cross the T's, make sure all your paperwork is covered first, and then it'll make your job that much easier. That's why they create tools. You're not supposed to be doing all the work. You're supposed to utilize the tool and it does it for you. I'm a tool. You know what I mean? Speaker Leakers is a tool. So if you got a business and you're coming out the gate, make sure you got a budget. That way you can say, "Look, I need Al Jones Marketing to create me a strategic marketing plan. I need Speaker Leakers to get this information out." Let's say a lot of the people on the line right now are business owners. If you're a graphic designer or you do anything in that industry, accountants, tax, this would be the perfect platform to pay to get an advertisement ran across right now while we know they're reaching your demographic. So, sometimes we just got to do that. And I know a lot of people say, "Well, hey, things cost and all of that." Well, that's why they have things set in place for us to get those grants, for us to get those loans. And, if you feel like getting that loan to be a problem or an issue, you might want to go take a look at a business. the business plan that you were supposed to write down before you even attempted to execute that business, because the business plan is supposed to tell you from A to Z what your profits, your loss, your balance checks, balances, and everything should be, and how much money you need to actually launch this business. A lot of us don't realize that you've been running a business for 3 years and the business hasn't been making a dollar because we haven't been keeping the proper paperwork and records on our business. So,
Right.
make sure you get
I
the
was, I
proper
was
paperwork and utilize the tools that they have available for business owners. I think that would be the best.
I was going to actually get into that too as well, because a lot of business owners, when they open up, they think the only thing that you need is an LLC, and they don't know where to go after they get their LLC or sole proprietorship, or corporation, or S corporation, or anything like that. What are some of the necessary tools that you will need once you open up your business and to get it fluctuating and get it moving?
Okay, so yeah, that's a great question, and things have just changed too. So, due to the pandemic, before you would need that LLC, you would need your EIN number. That's like your social security number for your business.
Right.
After you get that EIN number, now you're able to open up a business bank account. Once you get that business bank account, now you're able to start with your business credit. Those are like the first four steps that you should take. Register the business or the nonprofit, get the EIN number. Then after you get the EIN number, immediately open up a business bank account. And then after you open up the business bank account, get your Dun and Bradstreet's number, and that's how you build your business credit. And it's
Say
multiple
that one more
ways.
time. Say that one more time for people.
Your Dun and Bradstreet's number, and that's how you build your business credit.
I don't think they really actually know what a Dun and Bradstreet number is.
Well, that's basically your credit score for your business. So a lot of people think, okay, I've had a business for 4 years, but you've never had a Dun and Bradstreet's number, so you don't even have a credit score for that business, regardless of how much money you made, how many rent payments you've made. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You said it's not being registered. Credit.
Your business credit is not registered. So your business credit goes on a scale from 0 to 100. So without the Dun and Bradstreet's number, just like with your personal credit, they report to the 3 credit line bureaus. With your business credit, they report to the Dun and Bradstreet. So by doing that, now you can take that from 0 to 100 within, I would say, 6 months, 6 months to a year, by getting net 30 cards, net 60 cards, net 90 cards, and on. And those are cards that, go by the number. If you got a net 30, they give you a certain amount of money for what that card is for. And then they give you that amount of time to pay it back. So if you have a net 30 card, you got 30 days to pay that back. Now, in that 30 days, now that's how you build your business credit. So let's say they give you a $300 net 30 card for office supplies, for gas, or you name it. They even have it for services. I can offer my service as a net 30. I just got to report it to Dun and Bradstreet's. Once you pay that back, it helps your business credit build. Now, a lot of people, they might go in there and say, my personal credit is a 700. Well, without you having a business credit, they're going to say you got to PG it, personal guarantee it, with your personal credit. Now, the things that would have been in the business name somehow done got attached to you. It's a dirty game. They let us play ourselves like that. If you got a business credit score over 100, you shouldn't have to PG a lot of these things that you get. You should have to PG certain major things, but not a lot of these things. And if you have a board, an S corporation, you're not even solely reliable for it. It goes off of your business credit and what you already established. So it's very important to get those 4 things done. And then after that, let's say you're going for a loan. You can't get a loan or a grant without a business bank account. They won't give it to you. Now, you can get a personal handout of $5,000, but you're trying to get $20,000, $50,000 or more, you got to have a business bank account. And then on top of that, without the business bank account, you're not even able to do your profits and your losses in the right way, because you keeping track of them off of cash, but who's to say that you're not washing money now? You'll get audited immediately because you're not able to show how you paid for that. And that's called money laundering, you know. Are we still on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and
So,
that's money laundering. And that's, I mean, once, let's look at it like this. Your business made $250,000 and you never put it in the bank, but you said, I made $250,000, you audit immediately because there's no way to prove where the money is coming from. That's why you want a business bank account. So if I'm doing the Cash App, if I'm doing the PayPal, if I'm doing the Zelle, it's set up to this business bank account. So you have that paper trail that stops the audits from coming. And that's what the IRS want to see because you tax differently once they see those numbers.
no, okay.
So getting all those together first, I think is the most important thing that a business owner should do when starting a business.
If there's anything that you can give an entrepreneur or a person that's looking to go into the type of business that you're in, what are some of the knowledge or basic characteristics that you can give the entrepreneur at the following the footsteps?
I would say the most important thing is to have integrity.
You still there?
Yeah.
Okay, you have froze for a hot second.
Oh, okay.
But say that one more.
Just have integrity in what you do because people can read through the bullshit. You know, I can't come and ask somebody to pay me $5,000 to $10,000 for a strategy and not be genuine about it and have the integrity to actually carry out that plan because that's what they're paying me for. You know, because when it comes down, you know, I'm making a person aware of their product or service. So by doing that, I need to make sure that, you know, everything that I do is genuine and honest and, you know, completed with integrity.
Definitely.
Because marketing itself, you just want to make sure that you're able to think outside the box. You know, being able to think outside the box, you can be a marketer. You know, you don't have to go to school for this or anything like that. Just have creative ideas to help improve someone's situation. That's what you want to have and do it with integrity. You know, because people are trusting you with all their information. You know, they trust you with their money. And, you know, the company relies on, you know, what you're able to present for it.
Definitely, man. We appreciate you for coming on our platform today, man. Giving us this actually, you know, the business plan, real. You know,
So
what
I
I mean?
appreciate you having me.
Plan. What I want you to do is basically give everybody, let them know where they can find Al Jones at.
Al Jones Marketing on all platforms, aljonesmarketing.com. And I also want to let people know in the Akron area, Northeast Ohio area, I should say, October 26th, we'll be having the Akron Business Mixer. We're going to have a lot of companies out. I'm definitely looking at speaker leakers to help get this word out, promote and advertise it for me. I'm going to have a lot of resources there for you. We'll have it at 8 Point Bistro. You can find it on all my social media pages, the information to be up. And then December 15th in the city of Akron, that's Al Jones Marketing Networking Day. We'll be back at the John S. Knight Center, and we're going to throw another amazing networking extravaganza. We're going to make sure that we give out $1,000 or more to our business owners, and we want to make sure we have all the resources available and information in the building to help you excel in business. I tell you right now, you got a lot of people out here that got great information on how to help your business thrive. Sometimes they're charging a fee, sometimes they're not. What I try to do is connect you with resources. I know the information. If I had time, I'd gladly give you the answer. I have an open line. You can give me a call. All my information can be found on my website, which again is aljonesmarketing.com. For those that are interested in taking their business a step further, I'm also at the Greater Akron Chamber. You can connect with me at ajones at greaterakronchamber.org, or you could just pick up the telephone, give me a call. You can give me a call at 330-237-1215. I gladly help you with anything that can help your business thrive out here in this economy.
That's a great thing right there, man. Once again, that's Al Jones right there. Make sure that you tap in with him, man. A great resource within the Akron area. And come out October 26th to 8 Point Bistro, and also December 15th to the John S. Knight Center, man. We appreciate you coming on our platform, man. And we'll definitely, man, make sure that we get the information out. And we got your back, boy.
I appreciate you having me, man. I love it.
You missed that first touchdown of the day, you know what I mean? So I know you got to get back to that, man. So we appreciate you a lot.
All right, man. Thank you. Appreciate you.
The show. That's Al Jones right there, man. For anybody that wants to tap in the spotlight, an influencer out there that's basically making noise within the community and bringing some positive energy to their community. Make sure that you tap in with them, man, and let them know that Speaker Leakers wants to put the spotlight on them, man. See us next Wednesday, each and every Wednesday right here, man, 6 p.m., man. And tomorrow, check us out on the Good Morning Mix on Nerd DJs Radio. Shout out to my Nerd DJs and shout out to my team, Speaker Leakers. We are out of here. Thank you very much.